as a director, what's really important to me is a scene is sort of the emotional truth of it, and however we need to get to that, I'm totally comfortable having some flexibility, especially with little bits of dialogue or the script. Since I wrote the script as well, it's very easy for me to give, for the writer, me, to give permission to the director, me also to throw the script away when it's not helpful. And it's not so different from the script, but there are a lot of great moments in the movie that were on-set discoveries. I think my favorite of those is in the scene where Christian Slater's giving his testimony, and James is watching him, and there's a transition from a full courtroom to both of them being alone in this empty courtroom. And that happened because while we were shot Christian's coverage first, so while we were shooting his close-up, there's this like strange sound, and we're both kind of looking for it, and Christian stops the take. Super emotional, and he stops and kind of looks at me, and we both look over, and one of the extras who's playing a jury member had just fallen asleep and was snoring like so loudly that was the noise that was disrupting everything. And so we're all, he was embarrassed, everyone was embarrassed, and so we just quietly took background actors out, and Christian redid his coverage. And so I was just sitting where James's character was going to be, watching Christian do this, and there was just something so compelling about that empty courtroom, and felt like that's how that character, how Stephen would feel in that moment, is that, as if they were the only two people in the room. So, my DP is standing next to me, and I was like, this is great, we should shoot it. And, so we shot with the second camera, a wider shot, and then when we did James's coverage, went and did it from the other side. So I love that moment, and it was totally an on-set, spontaneous thing.
Were the masochistic sex scenes, were they difficult for the actors? Were there a lot of stops and starts? I would think that would be difficult.
Yeah, I think anytime there's really technical work like that, especially if there's sort of a safety concern, it takes a little bit longer to very carefully plan it. There isn't so much room for improvisation when you're working on like a special effects scene or something that's a bit dangerous.